To the facility at around 9 a.m. on Sunday 25th, she observed that the safe, which was in the reception area, was opened. She made checks in the interior of the safe and discovered that $11,027 TT dollars currency, US dollars $3,994, euros 1,000 and 2,003, or that should be 3,345 pounds sterling missing, along with a blue cell phone valued at 850 TT dollars. Additionally, 11,000 TT dollars was missing from another safe. Castara Resorts is one of Tobago's premier destinations, vacationing spots offering unique blend of rustic luxury and sustainable tourism. Antonio Ram, 25, a laborer of Lowlands, was granted bail with surety of $350,000 when he appeared before a magistrate of the, that should be a master of the High Court, charged with attempted murder and possession of a firearm and possession of ammunition. He was charged with the offenses when he appeared before Master Shabana Shah on Wednesday, the 28th of January 2026. Ram was granted bail and the matter was adjourned to July 7th, 2026. The charges stemmed from a report of a shooting in the Plymouth district on December 17th, 2025. Officers of the Scarborough Criminal Investigations Department arrested Ram and he was charged with the offenses. And in other crime news in Tobago, Kenya Angel Simon, 20, of Patience Hill, and Kavina Joseph, 21, appeared before Scarborough Magistrate this week, charged with larceny of grocery items at a supermarket. The women pleaded guilty to the charges and were each fined $1,200, ordered to complete 100 hours of community service, and placed under the supervision of a probation officer for 18 months. The charges stem from a report to the Scarborough Police Station on Monday, 26th of January 2026, regarding an incident of larceny at the supermarket in the district. Investigations revealed that an employee of the supermarket allegedly colluded with a shopper to remove several grocery items from the premises without payment. The shopper allegedly took the items to the cashier, who reportedly failed to cash them. The two female suspects were subsequently arrested and charged following investigations by P.C. Jackson of the Scarborough Police Station. In other news tonight, Principal of Bishop's High School, Tobago, Cindy Ramnarayan, says Tori Isaac, winner of the National Scholarship in the Modern Studies for 2024-2025, is a disciplined and focused student, and much of her success is owed to her family.
Testament to her exceptional intellect and the discipline that she has demonstrated over the years. Tori has always had a solid commitment to excellence.
Ramnarayan says Isaac has pursued subjects privately that were not available at Bishop's, and while in Form 2 attempted the CXC mathematics and placed first across the Caribbean. She noted that Isaac is always pushing herself to excellence and has borne fruit again at the Cape level.
Her journey through school, her academic journey, has always really set her apart from the rest through her steely focus on excellence and her intent to do more, always finding more that she can do.
Ramnarayan extended congratulations to Isaac and to her family for developing a culture of high expectation, and said her success is an inspiration to the teachers, the students of the school, and to her peers, and she remains a source of pride to the school. Isaac was among 105 students who won scholarships in the 2024-2025 Cape academic year. Judges' Night at the magnificent Glow Calypso tent on January 28th may have been the season finale for the artists attached to the tent. The Glow opened on Saturday, January 24th, and the second show was Judges' Night, meaning the curtain comes down on the season for the tent. Performers expressed disappointment at the truncated season, among them Derek Brother B. Braffett, who expressed the sentiments of all at the rehearsal of not enough time to prepare. In an ordinary season, performers will have to have at least 4 to 5 shows under their belts before facing the judges, but the Calypso tents are not being supported, says Brother B.
Calypso is really a dying art form, whether we want to accept it or not. Yeah, we trying, you see, you know, the days when the sparrows and the them that was happening, the soca thing. It wasn't, the thing that with soca music and soca fete replaced Calypso, basically. That is it. Right? So the Bungie, the Island and the Marshall and them became stars, and they're the ones that are getting all the audience.
Right.
Because and it's young people. Right? The Calypso lovers are the ones who go to the tent and
Chairman of Tobago, Candice Robinson, says opening night performances were great, but attendance wasn't phenomenal. Festival commissions and other sponsors in Tobago are shifting focus and funding to October Carnival, and it's increasingly difficult to keep the tent open, but National Carnival must be sustained, Robinson added.
This is the time where Calypsonians, both juniors and adults, vie for a chance at the national semi-final. This morning, I couldn't be around for all of the juniors, but from what I heard, they were excellent.
Judges' Night was held at the Shore Park Food Hub on January 28th. Judging will continue at the Calypso tents in Trinidad, and the list of artists through to the semi-finals will be released next week. The National Calypso Monarch semi-finals, billed as Calypso Fiesta, will be at the Skinner Park in San Fernando on February 8th, starting at 2 p.m. When we come back, the Tobago PNM says it is supportive of the Zoso bill defeat. Stay with us.
Welcome to the speed round of getting money right. Let's begin. Name some of the red flags associated with an investment scam.
Pressure tactics to invest.
Correct.
Promise of money if you bring friends.
Correct.
Request for personal information.
Correct. Bonus question. What is the penalty for operating a pyramid or Ponzi scheme?
$10 million and 10 years in prison.
Correct. Well done. The scores are even, so we go to our tiebreaker question. You receive money in your account from an investment company, and they tell you to transfer it to a third account. Does that sound right?
I think about it, and that not right.
Congratulations, you tinker. Getting money right is brought to you by the TTSEC. Visit investigateTT.com to access free learning resources and check the TTSEC for a list of registered individuals and securities. The Trinidad and Tobago Securities and Exchange Commission. You invest, we protect, everyone benefits.
Escape to elegance at Le Chateau Suites Tobago. Gated privacy, breathtaking villas, unforgettable memories, where Caribbean dreams become reality.
For 10 years, Pulse 89.5 FM has been the beat that moves Tobago. From the latest hits to the voices of the community, we bring the island's rhythm to life. Every day, every hour. Stay locked to Pulse 89.5 FM, the beat of Tobago. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram, and stream us worldwide on the TuneIn app.
As you come in. Long time I see you, Joe.
This station pumping. Ready for children party. Mommy! Jay, you can't go nowhere with these children. And you know you can't depend on Kevin neither Stephen to see about them. Yes. Total waste. So I supposed to stay home whole time? Jada is 12. She could see about them. You just leave Jada to see about Kia and Kayla. I thought it's your mother or your sister. Who? Them always busy. Jada could handle that. She cooking and cleaning a long time. And the next two, better know what time it is. It's only me, you know. I will talk to my mother. She just home these days. She will make sure the children okay. Alright. Let me see the moves for later.
Before you ramage, make sure the children okay. Call 996 to report all child abuse now. A message from the Children's Authority of Trinidad and Tobago.
Welcome back. The political leader of the People's National Movement, Tobago Council, says the party supports the independent senator's stance to vote against the Law Reform Zones of Special Operations, ZOSO, Special Security and Community Development 2026 bill. The bill, which passed in the House of Representatives, failed in the upper house as 15 government senators supported it. 14 voted against, including 8 of the 9 independent senators and 6 opposition senators. Commenting on the outcome, Dennis said they did not vote against the bill to please criminals. However, he believes they recognize the inherent dangers, including, quote, unchecked state power, vague triggers, and the slow erosion of the rights of law-abiding citizens, end quote. Dennis, a former chief secretary, said when one disagrees, it is not a criminal act and independent judgment is not sympathy for gangs. Dennis added that when a prime minister suggests that those who resist expanded police and executive powers are aligned with criminals, it shows that democracies can become authoritarian. He agreed that crime is out of control, but controlling it must be done lawfully, intelligently, and constitutionally, he added. He said that bullying Parliament, smearing independence, and conditioning the public to accept that fear should not replace reason. Dennis said that the 2 Tobago MPs sided with the UNC on the ZOSO legislation. He asked whether they had read it and whether it would be beneficial to Tobagonians. He said the 2 MPs are an embarrassment to Tobago and have unquestioningly supported dangerous legislation. And Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar made a damning claim against independent senators appointed by President Christine Kangaloo as the fallout from the defeat of the government-proposed Law Reform ZOSO Special Security and Community Development 2026 bill in the upper house continues. In a social media post, she said she expected the senators to vote against it, as 2 of them approached a senior government senator seeking personal favors in exchange for support of the bill, which her government rejected. Saying that the senators know who they are, Persad-Bissessar said they must live with the shame. She reiterated her claim that the senators are only seeking their own interests. She said the government had more powers under the State of Emergency, SOE, due to the end on January 31st. The ZOSO bill was crafted to replace the SOE. The Prime Minister said that most murder victims of gang violence and assaults, and communities that are oppressed and abused by violent gangs are Afro-dominated communities, PNM stronghold constituencies, she said. The PNM, an Afro-dominated party, continues to block security services and appears to be protecting local drug mafia financiers, Persad-Bissessar claimed. Meanwhile, PNM stalwart Randall Mitchell said, and Patriotic Front's Michaela Pandey called on Prime Minister Kamla Persad-Bissessar to name the 2 independent senators who allegedly asked for government favors in exchange for their vote on the ZOSO bill. Mitchell said, if she does not, she is a bacchanalist and coward hiding behind tweets and Facebook posts. The former tourism minister said that even if the 2 senators had voted, it would not have saved the bill. Mitchell, an attorney-at-law, said Prasad Bisasa has cleverly defamed and scandalized the independent senators' reputations for independence and impartiality. He pointed out that the law of defamation's general rule is that you cannot defame an entire group. He said that since the group of senators is small and identifiable, the general rule of defamation may not apply. Calling Prasad Bisasa the leading scandal bag in TNT, Mitchell said he would love to see the senators sue her for defamation. Meanwhile, the leader of the Patriotic Front, Michaela Pandey, also called on Prasad Bisasa to either name the senators or withdraw the allegations. Pandey, an attorney-at-law, said the Prime Minister's statement is a direct allegation against the independent senators. She said that the claim is so serious that the Prime Minister must explain what was requested and the senators' names so that claims can be addressed by relevant authorities. She reminded that in TNT, corruptly soliciting a gift, loan, fee, or advantage as an inducement for a public officer is a criminal offense under the Prevention of Corruption Act, Chapter 1111. We'll take a break and come back with more news for you next.
Need furniture and appliances for your home at affordable prices? It's time to visit JG's Furniture and Appliances Limited at their showroom at Smithfield No. 2 in Scarborough. There's more room to shop, more furniture and appliances, more brands to choose from, all at the same affordable price. Get everything you need to furnish your home, like stoves, fridges, washing machines, couches, dining sets. They even have swing chairs, school desk, chase loungers, sports sets, garden benches, day beds, and coffee tables. JG's is perfect for gift ideas for new and established homeowners. A wide variety of furniture and appliances. After 35 years, JG's is still Tobago's top choice for furniture and appliances. Visit their showrooms either at Orange Hill Road or Smithfield No. 2. JG's, make your dream home come true.
Cathedral Credit Union is celebrating big. Get up to $81,000 at just 0.8% interest with our anniversary loan. And because Christmas is in the air, we're spreading cheer with up to $60,000 at only 1%. Visit cathedralcutt.com or call 235-6947 today. Cathedral Credit Union. Member-owned, member-focused.
You can now get whatever you need whenever you need it anywhere in Tobago with Tobago. Your meals, medication, groceries, and shopping all delivered directly to you. No more hassle, no more stress. Get the Tobago app today on Google Play or Apple App Store.
That's TAPPOGO and let us deliver to you.
Check our website at www.tapogo.app or call the experts at 494-TOGO and 484-4746. Tobago. Relax. We will get it to you. Tobago's at your service.
MI4 Security Services Company is the most advanced security service in Tobago. Ask about our cash and transit service. It's safe, risk-free, reliable, and timely. We provide safe banking delivery for all business types and sizes with highly trained staff, 24/7 monitoring, coordinated emergency response, and a well-maintained fleet of armored vehicles. Contact us at 660-7723 or visit our website at www.mi4securitytt.com to sign up today.
Tobago schools took 7 of the 30 semi-final spots in the 2026 Tuco First Citizens Smolter National Junior Calypso Monarch Competition. The junior Calypsonians showcased strong performances, lyrical creativity, and stage presence to earn their place. The 7 performers are Alexandra Stewart and Kokis Davidson from Signal Hill Secondary, Kalia David, or Alfred rather, and Kalia Ramsey at Bishop's High School, Dania Mohammed of Signal Hill Government Primary, Nataki Thompson of Scarborough Secondary, and Uriah Duncan of St. Nicholas Primary. The semifinals will be on Saturday, January 31st at the Calypso Dynasty Radisson Hotel on Wrightson Road in Port of Spain, beginning at 9 a.m. Admission is free to all. The Counter-Trafficking Unit of the Ministry of Homeland Security held a live theatre-based performance composed, directed and performed by award-winning poet and art educator Deron Sandy in support of January, designated as Human Trafficking Month. The interactive performance of Traffic in the capital was held at the Shore Park Complex on January 27th. Since 2010, January is dedicated to raising awareness about human trafficking and to educating the public about spotting human trafficking, identifying it, and preventing its occurrence. Sandy collaborated with other young people to create a memorable offering.
We did it. We used a kind of interactive improv theater style, whereby the students who attended or any participants were able to contribute to the performance. And it was a very unique way to teach, I think, a very unique way to teach and bring across the messages. And of course, it was well received by the students. The Tobago performance was one of 3 performances. We just did one in South Trinidad at Sapa, and we also did one at Queen's Hall. So they were trying to kind of cover geographical areas, North, South, and Tobago.
Sandy says it is necessary to try all vehicles, such as interactive theatre, to reach persons and inform them about the scourge of this crime.
Theatre, primarily improvised theatre, to bring across messages on human trafficking, how to spot it, what role you could play, what is the role of the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service, what is the role of the counter-trafficking unit, and why that unit is important in protecting the vulnerable in society, which are mainly women and girls and migrant workers, particularly migrant females, who might be exploited for labor and that kind of thing.
The event was staged for secondary school students, educators, and key stakeholders, and to encourage informed decision-making, personal safety, and shared responsibility for protection. TT Post took to social media on January 28th to remind the public of the legal limit to the number of coins that can be used for payments. Customers wishing to settle payments using coins are asked to note the applicable limits for 25 cents, 10 cents, and 5-cent coins. The Central Bank Act, Chapter 7902, Section 26.3 is as follows. A tender of payment of money is legal if made as follows. A, if the case of notes for the payment of any amount. B, in the case of coins of the denomination of $1 or over for the payment of an amount not exceeding $500. C, in the case of coins of a denomination of 5 cents and over for the payment of an amount not exceeding $200. D, in the case of coins of a denomination of under 25 cents for the payment of an amount not exceeding $100. This amounts to 800 25-cent coins, 1,000 10-cent coins, and 2,000 5-cent pieces. TT Post is urging consumers to adhere to these legal guidelines to ensure the efficient processing of transactions. And before we go tonight, MP Dominic Romain says Minister of Homeland Security Roger Alexander's statement that the government may look to curb what people say and post on social media platforms is cause for concern. Romain, a member of the opposition, expressed these views when he appeared as a guest on Tobago Channel 5's Rise and Shine morning show today.
There was some concern with respect to that because you may recall this is not the first time that the minister would have entered into that territory some time ago, where he would have made a request to the U.S. Embassy to cancel visas for persons who are expressing their views on social media with respect to national issues, with respect to what's happening in the United States and so on. And of course, that should definitely be a cause for concern for citizens of Trinidad and Tobago as it pertains to freedoms that we are accustomed having.
He said the UNC-led government has already shown what it is capable of when it comes to policing citizens' views.
government is seeking to curtail your ability to comment on what is taking place, to express your views as to how the country is being managed, then that is something to be concerned about. In fact, with this state of emergency, we currently have a lady who was detained using one of these detention orders simply because she would have expressed some views as to the actions of the Prime Minister. And she has been detained since November of last year.
Minister Alexander made the remarks about freedom of expression when asked about the seconds of video showing a police-involved fatal shooting. He said the video should not have been posted and the government will soon bring legislation to deal with situations like that. Romain, a member of the People's National Movement, also addressed the flop of the ZOSO bill in the upper house.
We are, in fact, breathing a sigh of relief because we in the opposition would have expressed our concerns with the legislation both in the lower house and in the upper house. We would have proffered amendments which we felt, if the government had taken it on board, would have made the legislation a little more palatable.
It's time to take a look at our weather forecast. For tonight, partly cloudy and slightly hazy with a few showers. Tomorrow, partly cloudy or occasionally cloudy, hazy and breezy with a few light to moderate showers or periods of rain. There is a low to medium 30 to 40% chance of some heavy showers during morning. Night will be fair to partly cloudy with a few lingering showers and a light breeze. Seas slight to moderate, winds east to east-southeast 5 to 40 kilometers per hour, waves in open water up to 2 meters, in sheltered areas 1 to 1.3 meters. High tides is at 2:27 a.m. and 1:47 p.m. Low tides is at 7:37 a.m. and 8:44 p.m. Sunrise is at 6:27 and sunset is at 6:05. Tomorrow's temperatures could reach a high of 29 degrees Celsius and fall to 24 degrees. And now let's recap tonight's headlines. Castara Tourism Resort gets burgled. PNM Tobago Council supports the ZOSO bill defeat, and 5 schools through to the National Junior Calypso semifinals. And that's where we leave you tonight here on Channel 5. On behalf of our entire team, our news team and our technical crew, I'm Odika O'Neill, wishing you a good night.